Hello, I am Dr. Raina. I am Vice Chancellor at DIT University. Today I welcome you to my LifePage. Today I will talk about teaching and research. You see, I start from my education, my background. I have been a student of physics, and over the years I try to learn physics and also teach students the fundamental concepts of physics, supported by certain innovations that are happening in the education sector. After studying physics, I went to England to do my postdoctorate work from the University of Manchester. And at the university, I studied the materials which have a focus towards developing the technology for flat panel displays. It was a project given by Dow Corning, who are the pioneers in developing materials for various industrial applications. During this period, we learned various techniques, and also as a collaboration between UK and India, we did some projects jointly. It resulted in certain innovations which we submitted as a part of the patent and published our results in some of the premier and the prestigious journals of international standing. In addition, teaching is providing knowledge to the generations who are going to be the leaders of the nations. I personally feel teaching is the most satisfying job. It is transparent. It helps people to grow. Knowledge is a great power, and this can come to every citizen of a global society through best teachers. I have the respect for the teaching profession, and I aspire that I continue teaching the students and giving them the best of the education. Teaching, the first concept comes as the clarity of the concept. Friends, if you have to grow on certain ideas, you need to conceptualize that on what points I am going to deliberate and discuss. So this clarity comes through reading materials, through having the discussions and the deliberations with your peers and the teachers. And that is the best part where we initiate the teaching and clear the concept of that objectivity. Transformation of knowledge is very, very important, very, very significant. Friends, at present, we have an explosion of information coming from different sources, whether it is through electronic media, whether it is through the internet systems, or whether it is through textbooks, because education is spreading without any block on it. So therefore, with this knowledge explosion, we have to be very selective in identifying what we want to do. For a student, even to choose a career is very, very important, where he wants to emphasize. If a student wants to be in technology side, I think his domain, his objective shifts from the one. Teaching is the noblest of the professions. We cannot be the best teacher to provide the best of the information, the updated information. For that, we as teachers have to always be the learners first. And by being learners, we can give the best of the education to the next generation. You see, one of the prime challenges in the present society is having good quality education institutions which can impart wonderful training through teaching learning processes, through tutorial exercises, as well as a strong emphasis on the practical component. We have also seen that in the recent past, there has been growth and mushrooming of institutions where quality is sometimes compromised. I think we need to select the institutions which has almost all these facilities what you are aspiring to. Now, working in an academic institution which has more than 6,000 students, more than 300 faculty members and the staff, dealing with them is always a pleasure. There is always a knowledge which is transferred from them to me, and I share with them the best of the practices. We have created that synergy where they believe in me and I believe in them. That is one of the hallmarks. I spend my time with research scholars, with research students, whom I train that how they have to look beyond and create a knowledge which is going to be useful for the next generations. It takes time to develop research methodologies. But with my vast experience of teaching and research, I am confident that there is a lot which I tell them through the learning processes. But at the same time, I also learn many things from my dear students. Teaching is at the core of my daily life. I interact with students sometimes in a formal classroom mode, else it is going to be an interactive mode, whether it is in my office chamber, whether in the classroom, whether it's the corridor or the library. I think we provide a horizon of learning processes, and I spend my day very happily, very busy, and with a passion. It was wonderful to have this discussion with you. I'm sure that there was some learning from me to you. In case you have some queries, you have some questions, please feel free to contact me. I can be reached at kkraina@gmail.com. Thank you very much. May God bless you always.